The engineer of the future innovates across borders to find solutions on a global scale. Are you up to the challenge?
So I found out I got into the program about 6 months before I left, and it was like one of the most exciting days of my life. I was very excited.
We had planned on going ice skating that night, and so they, like at the local castle, they all, like, you just go, there's like a castle in every town, but they set up an ice skating rink, and so we, like, the whole town shut down, so we like braved going out into the snow and like ice and stuff to go and ice skate, and it was just absolutely gorgeous.
You're all put into this place where all of you are, this country is brand new to everyone, so you're all learning together, and that's what I think you bond over, is figuring out the new country for all of you guys.
Study abroad prepares engineers for an increasingly global workforce. Whether you plan to work abroad or in your hometown, you can use your study abroad experience to gain valuable skills.
You learn how to adapt to where you are, you learn how to communicate with the people, you learn how to make friends, and those skills that I learned there, I can use anywhere. And so as a person now, I feel way more confident, I feel more independent, and I feel like if I were to go abroad again, no matter what the situation would be, I'd be able to adapt to it.
So it was a really big eye-opener and really shocking, and kind of made me think, wow, I really need to pick up another language, or I really need to diversify my skill set or who I am in order to appeal to the world. Because as the world continues to globalize, or things are starting to kind of come together and relationships are forming, it's really important to be part of that and not try and exclude yourself.
The fact that you've studied similar topics but in a completely different environment, different languages, different standards, different codes, different situational constraints. In a hydrology class, for example, the climate is completely different, the terrain is entirely different. So being able to work with that and structure your analysis and show that you're proficient in working with the theory and applying it to whatever environment you're given is something that's really, really powerful, especially when you're in the job market.
Studying abroad is really important in the workforce, especially nowadays in engineering. You're working with people from all over the world, and so being able to interact with different cultures, with different people, being able to not be scared to see someone who's not like you is really important when you're in the workforce. And so I think kind of what they'll see is that they can put me with anyone in any group, and I'll be comfortable and I'll be successful and I'll be able to make those relationships that I need to.
What does it take to study abroad? It's easier than you might think.
I think like all the study habits that I had from OSU kind of carried me through. Like it was easy to adjust to that kind of thing because I already had the study habits that I needed.
I stayed on track with all of my academics. I took organic chemistry, differential equations, mass balances, Turkish, and then a Turkish culture class. And it was really challenging, but I think it was completely worth it because I was able to stay on track, and I'm still going to graduate in 4 years, but I got to go to Turkey and have an amazing experience.
I feel completely foreign, but these people really aren't all that different, and especially when it comes to studying the same topic, it really brings you together.
When you go abroad, it's something new and something different from what you experience every day at Oregon State. And so going abroad, and then you come back and you're like, wow, I just had this awesome experience. Now I'm ready to get back to the grind and like keep on going. And the skills that you learn when you're abroad, you learn a lot about yourself. So you kind of learn to see, am I cut out for what I'm doing? And if you're cut out to like live all by yourself and survive, I think, at least for me, I was like, if I can do this, then I can be successful in engineering and I can go on to medical school or do whatever I want to do in terms of my career.
That's something that's really, really applicable here at OSU. When I've come back, I realized that it doesn't matter who my group is, it doesn't matter what we're doing. It really just comes down to being able to work together.
Be a global engineer. Go abroad.